So I'm getting ready to take this thing out, and it's pretty cold out today, and I'm thinking, how do I weatherproof it? Because as you can see, I don't have door belts on there right now. I was gonna wait until I wrap the car to put the belts back on. And I'm also missing my weather stripping on that door. I took off the weather stripping because my door wasn't sitting flush. I'll show you guys. Whenever I closed the door, it was sitting out about 1/4 of an inch. And I had to slam it really hard to get it to close. I even bought a door alignment tool to try to make sure the door was aligned and everything, and it's aligned, but the issue was the inner door seal. This seal pretty much goes around right here and seals the outer door. And if you can see here, I don't know how well you can see, let me go back over to light. Turn on this one. This actually has metal inside of it. There's pretty much a piece of metal in there that's a U shape that pinches against the door sill. Pinches against this like this and keeps it in place. And I've already done about half of it. But you get down to here and it's pretty thin, and then all of a sudden it gets about 1/4 of an inch thicker. This is preventing my door sill from, or my door from closing flush with the sill. So I was using channel locks, but I realized there's an easier way. So you just basically use a twisting motion to close it and wiggle it back and forth, and it closes it. See the difference? So all I do, you can even feel like a snapping motion. I don't know if you guys could see that, but check this out. See the huge difference? So I'm bending it this way, it closes, and then I'm rotating it back, and then it's closed. That's pretty crazy, right? So just going like this instead of using channel locks. Now, why they get like this, I have no idea. And it took me about a week or two and $70, because I bought that, to figure out it was this. I think it was Michael Vargas or someone else that told me it was the rubber. Might have been John, I forget. One of the Vargas brothers, possibly. Now that we pinch this together, I'm going to have to put it back on the channel. And I think it starts right about here. There's a mark in the chassis. I recommend taking a break in between pinching it and putting it on, because my hands are absolutely tired. It might be a little tough because he did just close the gap that the metal's supposed to go in. There it goes. Sweet. Nice and flush. Before that was sticking out a good 1/8 inch, 1/4 inch, and now you don't have to slam it. I know it sounds pretty bad, but anybody that actually has this problem knows that you really have to slam this door, and then it doesn't catch. So you keep slamming it, slamming it, slamming it, and then it finally catches. Well, what I just did completely resolves that if this is the issue. You still might need to align this with the striker, or this right here gets brittle and hard, which also doesn't compress, which causes the same issue. So if this is nice and soft and this isn't your issue, there is the metal U-shape retainer inside of this. And fun little fact, if you have an FC that you parted out or have a bunch of parts on an FC sitting around, this is the same length from an FC to an FD. It's the same exact length. The only difference is on an FC, this is colored whatever the FC interior is, which can be resolved with a little bit of vinyl and fabric spray, but I was able to restore mine by doing that bending trick, and it works. Very happy. Very, very happy. So that's one thing done on this thing.